All right, guys, we are back here at Outfits Garage. We are going to be tinkering a little bit on this little 327 here tonight and try to do a little bit of cleaning on it. And as I've already started cleaning out the oil galleries here, the drain backs, so, and all of that. Heard somebody pull up a while ago. I don't know who that was. Somebody's coming out there. I don't know. But oh, that's old Lynn Redman. Lynn Redman, old boy I used to work with. I've worked with him for several years. How you doing, Lynn?
Hey, buddy, I brought you an early Christmas present. I don't know when your birthday is. It could be an early birthday present.
Well, yeah, it's September.
But anyway, I saw on one of your other videos where somebody sent you a set of good pistons for that 327.
Yeah?
And I thought you needed a good set of rings to go along with it.
Well, yeah.
So this is my contribution to the Poor Boys Association.
Hey, we are poor boys around here. Hey, that's match set. Them pistons we got with Seal Power.
That's right.
Yeah.
Pro.
Steve over at Big Block 402 got us some pistons, and now Lynn Redman's come along here and helped us out with some Seal Power rings. We have a match set. That thing will really run. And well, Lynn, we appreciate it.
Yeah, we don't exchange money or anything, but we can donate, swap around some parts.
Well, yeah. Hey, that's the way poor boys do it, right?
Don't really different actually getting something new, you know. Normally you're rolling on used parts, but
Yeah.
once in a while it doesn't hurt to get something new.
Yeah, we got plenty of used parts around here.
Yeah. Hey, listen, guys, we're trying to get Russell up to 500 subscribers now.
Yeah.
And for those of you that remotely plan on attending the No Name Nationals, you need Russell there to talk to in the pits.
Yeah.
Now, Russell don't brag on himself, but I will a little bit. He's pretty sharp. He's been around. He campaigned with Wayne Brooks for years back in his youth. And any of y'all don't know who Wayne Brooks is, look him up on Arkansas dirt track drivers. He's got a lot of history, and I think he's, what, 72 now and still
72.
Still on the wheel.
Yeah, he's in the Dirt Late Model Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
He got inducted in there, and I think he's got between 500-600 victories, wins.
Right.
So, and that's not no easy task right there.
Built engines for Mark Martin when Mark was getting his
Yeah,
start.
sure did.
Back in the 6-cylinder class.
Yeah, yeah. If you ever go up to Batesville up there, and you see Mark Martin Ford up there, pull in there. He's got a museum. You can go in there and look. He's got some paperwork and all that stuff, and he talks about Wayne Brooks and some of that stuff. So go in there and check that out and look him up. Dirt Late Model Hall of Fame. I believe it was in 2019. I believe it was when he was inducted in, or 2020, somewhere in there. But go check him out.
I know you gearheads got lots of buddies, but get on the phone there and get Russell some subscribers.
Yeah.
But like I say, if he could talk, if Russell makes it and he could actually talk Wayne into going up there, you'd sure enough hear some stories.
Yeah,
then.
I guarantee you, you hear some stories.
And speaking of stories, Russell, just how high in the air will a dirt car tire and rim go when you beat them out with ether?
Well, it depends on how much of that can you put in that tire.
Russell's pretty tall, but I think that one went above his head.
Yeah, we blew one out one time. I think one of them went about 60 foot in the air, and it was pretty wild. Let me tell you, we was trying to get inside when that happened. But yeah, we've had some go rounds, and I can tell you a dump truck trailer will turn back up on its wheels too.
It will.
Yeah, I won't talk too much about that. That was my problem there. But well, look who else showed up. Old Doug. They just showed up. We're gonna get some work done out here tonight. But
anyway, I was going to tell you how well I like Russell, and I was going to say Russell married my son but I thought I better not phrase it like that.
I was gonna say, reword that.
Russell officiated at my son's weddings. How's that?
Yeah, that sounds better. Yeah, 'cause I wasn't near as pretty as his wife, I'll tell you that. But yeah, that was an honor to do. I've always liked Ryan and tried to do my best to help y'all out back in the day, to give y'all a couple pointers here and there. And I think I even traded y'all a set of heads, gave you a set of heads and some rockers and some different odds and ends there. And but yeah, we appreciate old Lynn coming out tonight. And like you said, we need your help. We've got almost 230 subscribers. That makes us needing what, 270 more? So
it's doable.
We can get there. When we started out this thing back in end of January, 1st February, we was like 26 subscribers. So we've got over 200 more since then. So we've done good, but we still need your help. And we're going to try to get to this No Name 500 at Roadkill Customs No Name 500 there at Jeffers Motorsports Park in Sykeston, Missouri, come September 30th, October 1st. I've never been down a drag strip. I've done a little street racing back in the day, but I've never been down a drag strip. But I've done a lot of drag racing, and believe it or not, I've done a lot of drag racing on the dirt. People don't realize it, but you drag race 2 times a lap. You know, it's a little short drag races, but you've got to be able to get that car to turn and go back the other way and make another drag race down the other side. So, see, drag racers don't have to deal with that. They just go straight. I know they have to get a little squirt, keep it in the lane and all that, but you put you a corner at the end of that straightaway down there when you're doing about 100 mile an hour and see if you can come back down that other lane. See what happens. There's a little skill in it. Of course, I know there's skill in drag racing too. I'm not knocking that at all. That's why I'm wanting to try it. Wanting to get into it a little bit and see what'll happen. So help us out. Like, subscribe, comment. Tell us what you think about it. And we'll see you at the No Name Nationals with your help. And appreciate Lynn here. He's brought us some help.
One more thing I want to say.
Yeah.
Back when Russell's campaign with Wayne, you know, the modifieds have quick change rear ends now.
Mm-hmm.
Russell was the quick change between the heat and the feature.
Yeah.
He'd get that old heavy 9-inch Ford pumpkin under there and just get out of his way. He'd palm that thing, stab it in there. Just don't bother, leave him alone.
Yeah. Yeah, I got to where I could change rear gear in 15 minutes.
Yeah.
That was slinging some nuts and bolts and slinging wrenches. I'll tell you, that was, you got to be getting after it on a 9-inch Ford.
Even on my best day, I needed a jack or some help.
Yeah.
I never could stab one by myself.
Yeah, I had a routine at it because we was changing gears pretty regular.
Right.
So we had a time down in well, I've told y'all about this. It's been a long time ago, but down in Texarkana, Arkansas, we blew a motor up in hot laps. And as soon as I seen he blew a motor, I went back to the trailer, got the other motor out, put it back to the back of the trailer, and put a little chain hoist on the back of the trailer. Had a rack, kind of just a little jib of a thing we'd fasten on the back of the trailer, and we'd hook our chain hoist in it. And I gathered all the tools, and by this time, they pulled the car in. And got to remember this, if you've ever been to a dirt track, you know how much time there is between hot laps or practice and the first heat races. Our class was the first heat race, and our race was the first heat race of our class. So we had to hustle. And believe it or not, with Mike Byers was pitted right beside us, number 60 McDonald's car. You remember him. They was pitted right beside us, and we jumped on that car. We changed the motor out and had it running and in the lineup for the first heat race. 15 minutes, I believe, is what we timed that at. That's the fastest I'd ever seen anybody change a motor out in a modified.
I'd like for you to work for me by the hour.
We could make a lot of money if it was like that, yeah. But we was thrashing. We had, of course, we had about 4 guys on that motor. I was underneath it and behind it and over it, and Wayne and Mike was on each side of it, and another boy was helping put silicone. Some of Mike's guys that was helping him, they were putting silicone on the headers because we was using silicone for header gaskets. And so it all just kind of flowed and worked out. Now, it didn't work out for us that night. Mike wound up beating us for the feature, but we was about a half straightaway or half a lap on 3rd place. But we was having a good time. But anyway, we've told some good stories here, and
There'll be many more if you can get Russell up there to Missouri now.
I can tell you, we've got stories. We've got a lot of stories, and some of them I hadn't told. Some of them I probably never will tell. But yeah, me and old Lynn here, we worked together for close to 15 years, I guess.
We did.
And had a lot of good times. Work over at the road department, and he drove a dump truck for, well, all that time. Well, matter of fact, me and you worked together right after I hired on.
We did.
And so that was pretty good friendship get kicked off right there. So, well, all right, we're gonna get off here. Like, subscribe, comment, tell us what you think, and we